being involved in like CRA work and community development and access to credit is something we're sort of working all the time. But I've worked for several years even before this group with groups that have done sort of direct work in the community as a former Acorn organizer. And so it's just being able to be around people and sort of hear from speakers about sort of new ways as this sort of fight continues and sort of evolves.
That's right.
Being able to stay on top of the other groups, like what they're doing in other places. So for example, the first workshop I went to was about sort of organizing, just trying to figure out some things that have worked for people. Sort of see if we can take that back to North Carolina and see how we can sort of make that work.
What do you hope to hear from your delegation?
It's interesting because I've met with them sort of in district sort of recently. Right. So just always just sort of staying on top of it, sort of make sure they're hearing our concerns, and seeing what they're going to do about it. The ones in North Carolina have actually, for the most part, with the exception of maybe Senator Burr, have sort of been good on some of these issues. So it's always sort of helpful to sit down with them talking about getting their thoughts going. One thing that I was able to bring up about 2 weeks ago in a meeting with Congressman Brad Miller was about sort of the QRM, sort of defining what this exemption is going to be going forward and whether or not that's going to be able to price out some of our lower income working families into sort of buying a home and sort of figure out what that's going to be set at.